What is up, guys? My name's Harrison. Welcome back to another casted game. We are on the 1 vs 1 ranked quick search ladder, and we found a game between two clan members, both at 1900 elo. This is the Greek clan GMDS with our first player of the team, Aggelos, spawning down to the west side of the map, Punjab, in the colour blue, playing as the French. His opponent today, the clan leader Lazarus, in the colour red, playing as the Brits, spawning to the east of the map. Now, these two guys are, they're good friends of each other. I think Aggelos is very, very new to the scene, and his rise up through the elo is nothing short of impressive, actually. Okay, he's not climbing any higher than he is right now, but to get to 1900 elo within like a couple of months is just incredible, and it's been a joy to kind of watch some of his games or play with him as well. Lazar, bit of a extroverted character. He's so popular. He streams quite a bit. He's a good player. He's kind of at that 2K elo. He was trying really hard, like really grinding a couple months back, but it's kind of slowed it down a little bit. But when Lazar comes back, when he's playing his mates on the ladder, maybe that spark gets reignited and we'll see more of his action as the games and months progress as well. Map is on Punjab. The matchup, classic Brit versus French. Can't ask for a more classic matchup than this. 3 vills coming from Lazar. A lot of people agree that Brits are S tier. I think French is high A+. It's a very strong civ with good bonuses with the TP build rates, CDB train rate, and general flexibility how French can play their games. This should be close. Kind of expecting Lazar to edge it slightly. He's more experienced. I think this matchup as well is slightly Brit favoured, but I mean, anything can happen in these quick search games specifically. I mean, maybe in tournament games, more plans are more well thought out and ideas rehearsed and practiced. But when you're on your queue, you don't know A, who you're up against, B, what map you're on, C, and what the matchup will be. The only thing Lazar controls is what civ he's playing, and at the moment, playing Brits, going to probably play us very, very well. Agent comes in, he's going to age up here with 17 vills, 15 plus 2 manor houses. The governor is the age up of choice. That's so cute. He tries to herd in these animals and picks up the remaining starting hunt. You might as well just kill it now. You can't herd it anymore after this one shot. Get it killed, get it safe. We'll see some good stuff. Looks like Lazar going to herd in the hunt to the south. You should probably be looking to herd the hunt from north in as well. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to kind of get these short hunts close to the TC, get your vills up from the manor houses. What I usually see from Brits, the question really is how much do you boom with manor houses and when do you start training units to defend? What's the game plan? Are we going to be doing all in H2? Are we doing greedy, eco? Or we could be on the front foot, take mid and be aggressive. From French, the question is, I mean, he's up early, or a decent time in, with a 12-10. Sending train 2 vills now, sending 4. How is he going to play? Is he going to go for a Rax? Is he going to go for a stable start? Is he going to do no units and jump to the 3rd age? There's plenty of options. Going for the stable starts here, which is always a decent idea. Getting those hussars out early, very strong, but I don't know, I feel Brits, the type of civ, actually very well accustomed to deal with a stable start. There's a manor house which is finally being built here from Lazar. Lazar will be dropping that outpost, probably very defensively. Yeah, right between his gold mine, actually. Very nice placement next to the TC. A lot of vills trying to desperately herd in this hunt closer to the TC, at least within this ring of houses. And he's going to move into some closer hunt as well. And you can see it's actively working really hard. Barracks coming down here from Lazar. Card order 3 vil, 700 wood. Outpost does come in. Probably going to queue up he's going to queue up a musket. Potentially could see him pikes here from Brits. I know that pike defense is actually quite nice. And when you're sending 700 wood, quite easy to get the remainder. We have not yet seen a market from Lazar, so there's no great coats, there's no hunting dogs, and that really does surprise me quite a bit. I'm sure he will throw it down now on the 700 wood. 5 musks will come out to defend, and the hussars are kind of on their way. The Grove Ritual still alive from Lazarus, so he's got some good scouting. He has seen the stable, he knows the Huss are on the way, and timings, I'm sure Laz will be sensing, but they're about to turn up any moment now. Actually, only 4 Hussars here from Aggelos. It is so worth waiting to try and get 5 if it's a bit tight. But again, I think Laz is on the board here. 5 Musks crossing the map. There is TC nearby, an outpost. Musk's getting close, getting some melee, getting some good damage. I probably would have preferred the Musks to stay ranged and get at least 2 or 3 full volleys there. Aggelos stayed a little bit long. But a lot of Vils here, potentially easy pickings. But no, there are more defensive musketeers. And Laz is just trying to find where Aggelos has ran his hut. He's like, oh, has he ran here, gone here? I think Lazar thinks he's run down to the south. He's actually snuck in behind. The market's coming up, and the foundation's usually being built by Vils. It's always tempting, but there's Musks defending on the top. There's Musks defending on the south. And oh my god, these Rain Huss. Goodbye, my friends. Musks in melee do some good damage, and range will pick off 1, 2, 2. Ow! Long shot. Long shots confirmed there from Lazar. That was... How on earth did that happen? How did he pull that off? Must that target lock feature. So yeah, Aggelos, unfortunately, he's made 4 Huss to raid. He's killed 0 Vils. He's killed 0 Musks. He's down 2 Huss as a result. It's not quite ideal there from Aggelos. Lazar, though, he has made 12 Musks. He is sitting pretty defensive. Hunting Dogs at this point in the game a bit late as well. Probably gonna, it feels like a 700 coin jump up next stage and kind of spam out Musks in between might be a decent play. More Hussars coming in from the northern side from Aggelos. Lazar will actually have seen it from this Grove Ritual, or at least now the houses and the outposts. Musks moving to intercept. Aggelos, would he commit to a Vil kill? I think he could have picked off one there if he wanted to, but what does 1 Vil kill actually mean in the grand scheme of things? He's just keeping his Huss alive. Get them out. 2 Huss down to the south. These are the original Huss, and they're going to pick up the Explorer. Again, no Vils on offer. This is a sign of a good player, is you know your opponent's raiding you and you have units to defend. You keep your Vils close. It's actually really nice to see. Aggelos behind this. 4 Vils, 700 wood, 700 gold. Agent behind this is train 5 crossbows. I'm not sure reasons why. We're Agent now, so they could be skirmishes very soon. Maybe I was thinking of doing the build where you kind of train 5, you send in 8 crossbows, and you got a decent amount of crossbows to try and actually kill Musks to protect your Huss while raiding, but that's not going to happen. Aggelos, again, he hasn't quite blocked off the Vils, so the Vils are still passing through getting to the TC, and there's so many Musks defensive here from Lazar, but actually it's not quite working, and more Musketeers getting produced, and Aggelos needs to get out of here. These Huss are just taking damage. And they will live to fight another day. Musks being made here from Aggelos from his barracks, and we're into the next age. Musk Lombo crossing the map. 8 skirms now being sent from Aggelos from the home city. Probably wants to get a skirm and a goon trained. Does have a hunt nearby. Does have a fully up steel trap Vils. Hasn't quite got his great coats. That back herd is unfortunate. Huss sees the musketeers crossing the map. Infantry from Aggelos moving down to the south. Skirms on their way. He does have Minutemen available to call. Also CDBs to fight as well if he needs to be, but you might want to pull them back. They haven't got their great coats. He is pulling them back. Skirms coming in. Explorer looking to snare. Grove Ritual going down, or I mean, he can't do anything else with it. Skirms coming out, but they're actually in close range of muskets. This is a bit awkward. Dragoons on the other side. Huss moving into intercept. He hasn't got enough food for Minutemen. He might want to cancel 2 musketeers just to get the Minutemen. It's so worth. The Musks over here on the wrong side, and Skirms just getting full shots into their face. They're within close range, but TC crossbow fire. Huss behind actually getting a good snare. CDB actually tanking some damage from the front, and what an impressive fight and hold that was from Aggelos. I felt like Lazar walked in with like 35 Musks and really didn't achieve much in the end, which is not ideal to say the least, but look at this idle time here from Aggelos. All 27 villagers are this side of the map and just kind of trying to run onto hunts, berries, and finally getting them onto different resources. 5 Dragoons coming from behind, and now Aggelos on the front foot leading the charge across the map. How does Lazar play this now? He's got a double longbows behind us. He's still kind of doubling down on this age 2 play. Double barracks production. In comes the stable. He's probably going to mass on the 700 coin. I don't know, actually. Maybe you do your musk HP first and then age up afterwards with the coin. Okay, now he's going into 6 musks. He wants to mass. He wants to keep that coin available to age if he wants to. Full batch of 10 longbows coming out with 17 in total. So yeah, with an eco like this, you kind of want to wait until you have a large mass, but you're aware of it. Actually, Aggelos here training stronger units, more tact, more shipments coming in. That TP's still up. That could have gone down, you know. If Lazo pushed the TP, the XP would slow down from Aggelos. He would still have his full massive musketeers to, you know, join with his strong reinforcements, and this game would probably be in a different situation. Aggelos pushing hard on the southern side. All his units are here, looking to try and hit this hunt. Just got outside of Lazar's base. The hunt inside the base is starting to get kind of fully cleaned up. The Grove Rickshaw trying to find some vills, but actually Aggelos moving back. But is he going to bump into the army? He sees the longbows. He sees the longbows. The cav have gone for a smart raid on the right side, though. Look at this. Vills going down, but the Huss and Dragoons coming back. I think he's realised that actually this army is kind of caught in the open, and how's he going to defend it? Two Falcons being trained, Dragoons being sent in behind. There are some skirms here. Dragoons get onto the Huss blocking, but Dragoons getting good trades as well. A couple skirm crossbow firing. But look at this mass of longbows. They're going to rip through the Dragoons. And these might be worth just giving up this infantry and keeping the Dragoons alive. He is exchanging for a couple of Hussars here, but it's not ideal. He's managed to keep at least 5 skirms, 6 skirms here. He does have 5 more reinforcing. CDB is being pulled back, but actually I think he might need to fight CDBs with the Falconets. He doesn't quite yet have his great coats, so you know, fighting with these guys is probably discouraged at this point. But Lazar, he's committing the charge in. He's moving in. The Falcons are being pulled to the front. They're going to unpack. Let's have a look to see what volleys he gets. Big damage onto the longbows. They're tightly packed up. I think he's realised that can't engage, affect skirmishes, Falconets, and you know, range resist CDB is not ideal. Grove Rickshaw finally being picked up. May he rest in peace. Didn't deserve the war life. The war life chose him, unfortunately. Aggelos moving out. He nearly saw his Huss. That'd been extra free pickups for him. More skirms coming in. And this composition here so far from Aggelos is serving him nice and well. It's nearly time for that Crassier switch. I think this is the time where this goon could and should be a Crassier. CBs will move on to the next mine. A lot of hunt down here. A bit worried, actually, how Aggelos' army is pretty much on the wrong side to where his eco is. So to move and defend it will be pretty hard to do, but he's looking forward. Pushing with the Falcons skirms. Where's he going? 3 cures now sent in from the home city. 4 goons going to be trained. So he's going to try and go for a 4th. Does go for a 4th. Goes for a 5th. Sold a little bit of food, and actually selling food here might be worthwhile. What's Lazar up to? Is he aging? No, he's just massing. He's just staying age 2, and I think there might be an opportunity then to have aged, but now yeah, but there's a really large, sizable French army with cannon support. You might have enough units just to right-click the cannons, but soon there'll be heavy cavalry as well, and your villagers are now pushing out onto the map. It was a bit risky from your position.
Yes.
I feel this game could explode in any moment. Hussars trying to raid the CDB. The CDB knows that the Huss nearby is trying to herd the animals back towards the town centre. Another 8 longbows come out. Here come a full batch of Huss as well. Another 5 come in. What cards can he send? He's now sending Musk Attack. He's onto his unit upgrades. Cav HP might have been better. No, Musk Attack with 34. That's too good to turn down. But there are some Crassiers. There's some goons. Aggelos, bless his little fingers, is kind of... I think he's trying to control group, but he's also kind of dragboxing at the same time. Yeah, it's control group in the Cav at least. And the Cav moving forward to block the Hussars. But actually... Oh, he doesn't want to take too much musketeer volleys. Out come the skirms, unpack. The Falcons unpack, everything's just together, and actually the Crusaders and Dragoons are body blocking the front, Falcons unpacking, but some of these skirms will be in melee mode. Dragoons try and work on the hustle on top of the Falcons from behind. Massive damage, and actually French army has just been really cut apart by Musks in close combat. Crassiers on the backside with the longbows. That's putting Hussars away, and there's still Crassiers on the field, 4 from Aggelos. So actually, oh my god, what a comeback there from Aggelos. I thought Lazar had that, but with the reinforcing Crassiers pulled away the Hussars, protected that Falconet. Falconet was attacked. The skirms managed to hold themselves. The Dragoons body blocked and protected the skirms, and Aggelos taking a commanding lead in this game, charging forwards slowly with really slow Crassiers. He's trying to drag box the skirms with him. That's good play, but these longbows need to die, and the Crassiers have been coming across, and I called that fight so wrong. That is my apologies. Must be still warming up to the idea of this, but longbows getting eaten, panic Minutemen being called, Hussars on the skirms, but there's enough Dragoons to push us back. Crassiers back onto the Minutemen. The Falcon coming in as a whole batch of 5 Crassiers crossing the map. 7 skirmers just arrived from the home city, and soon it's going to be cav combat, I reckon. TP wagon from Lazar. I guess he's just trying to send anything because he's got no other shipments, but unfortunately, like, what does GMT do at this moment in time if you've got no trading posts? He's having to construct one, and it's only going to affect his age at the time, but he's not aging. He's got no hunt, all his vills on the berries. He has to replenish his army. The skirms on the vills. There's no greatcoats here for Lazar. He may be a Greek god. He may have a body of Achilles, but his villagers here in this game they're just not cut out. And oh my god, Crassiers on vills. The vills meet in the open, and if the main fight's not over and ends in the game, this isn't helping. Couple goons there to push away the Huss. One Falcon unpacking, sieging the outpost. There are 8 Hussars here, not many Dragoons. There are not many Dragoons, and being smacked very diligently by the longbow's front, but the skirms somewhat unchallenged. The Crassiers low HP, but the reinforcing Crassiers here will do the job, and yeah, these Crassiers which are on the villagers. Dragoons moving in, longbows are at threat. This has just gone from bad to worse here from Lazar, hoping for a Christmas miracle, but it's the new year, unfortunately, and he's getting cleaned. Maybe Aggelos' new resolution is to hit 2k elo. If that is the case, I think he's well on his way. This has been impressive gameplay so far, and just continuing the Crassier batches. It's so good to see cav combats, and the game comes in there. Lazar tapping out GG, and is Aggelos the new Spartan King of the Greek clan? From this game, it looks like it. This guy is going places. He's certainly putting in the effort and getting some impressive victories. Lazar with the push early on kind of didn't achieve much and lost a lot of army. The fight in the middle, I thought that was looking very good there for Lazar, but maybe the Hussars, they were connecting to the Falconets. They picked off one, but didn't pick off the second. Musks, maybe units were moving, longbows were moving and not firing, and then once the reinforcing Crassiers turned up, that fight just turned on its head. Well, look at the military unit population. I think early on in that fight, Aggelos was losing a lot of units, but then it just a total collapse from Lazar. Like, they're losing units equally apiece, and then it was just a total collapse of the British army afterwards once the Crassiers turned up, and I didn't really see that coming. I think in a fight like that, when quite a lot of this population is Crassiers not in the fight, Lazar should have had a better engagement there, and that was the main point of that game, unfortunately. That earlier push into Aggelos' base killed some crossbows, killed some H2 Musks, but lost a huge amount of units in the process, more than 15, and the skirms still stayed on the field after Aggelos sent them. Nice defending early on there from Lazar made the Aggelos' 5 Huss or 10 Huss semi play feel somewhat redundant, but actually, in the grand scheme of things, some really early nice gameplay. It didn't actually matter. The main game was settled in that fight, and Aggelos continuously producing vills afterwards and getting that nice raid in at the end. Most of Lazar's vills went based on hunt. We'll probably see his resources like plateau. Yeah, the gap's starting to narrow. What a great game that was. Very excited to cast that game. New Spartan King, I think it is. Aggelos is making his name for himself. He's certainly improving very quickly, and who knows, could be a new contender in the top 100, top 50 elo range soon enough. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. I did. I'll see you guys in another one in the near future.